morning. Let's see if we got the room here. We gotta do some equipment shuffle first, and then some other shuffles. Tää? Joo, det kan du. I think we have enough room to put it over there. Maybe need to shift this tractor over. It's not hooked up to anything. We could back it up a little more. Yeah, I can move it maybe a little bit. Probably drag the pallet in there now so we don't need to start it just. Det går nog där man backar där så drar man in den. Det väger ju inte så mycket. Men så sätter man en annan pall under för att man får inga loss den så lätt. No det är nog lite, det är nog inte riktigt nu var till passande. Tanken är nästan full, jag tankade för jag for förra gången. Så de är ordentligt med fuel nu. Got good amounts of fuel. Yep. Switch him over to the plow. He's going to go and start plowing the fields today. And then, yeah, I will probably continue tomorrow with the plowing. But today I got some other stuff to do. But we'll just hook him up here first. This year we're going to plow with this tractor. We used to plow with this one, but when you plow, it's like the tires are so wide on this one that it's almost when you drive when you're plowing, you're driving with one side of the tires in the last like furrow or whatever it's called. And then the wide tires are not the best there. We'll see if we can get it in here. Might need to put another pallet underneath it to get it off. Maybe. Oh, that window is broken. That's probably a bird that's flying through. Well, we got some more to clean. Some more things to clean. That window up there is broken. It was either the storm or probably more likely a bird. So we need to clean up those before we cut ourselves. Fåglar flyger in ur fönstret. Håll det sönder. Jag hakade, inte vet jag, det är nog farit ganska nyligen säkert. Prova sätt ner där, jag ställer en annan pall under för det far inget riktigt långt ner tror jag. Se, kanske det där någon den där traktorn ner, de kanske far nu. No nästan, men är det lättare ställen? No men ja, sådär ja. Jag tänkte, ja man kan sätta det där bort. Så här går det så här lättast, ja, stämmer det gaffeln din och först. Drag this to the side there. And we'll put the forks off. And then yeah, those glass pieces I can also clean up. All the glass was on the inside, I think. Oh no, there's one. Yeah, there's our culprit. Dead bird. Here's one piece also. We got a dead guy, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Det här kan ju bli, ska det vara det här tappet? Ja, någon annan tapp.
Ja, tack.
Jag kan lämna den här nu för den behövs med samma nu. Du kan bara sätta sådär att det hålls när man får slippa det. Bollarna. Ska jag lämna dem hit bak där? Right. We're loose. Then we'll see the tricky part. Or could be a little tricky sometimes to hook the plows up. It really helps to have two guys there. It's just some plastic. Ah, no, it's mud. Mud from the tires. Sometimes mud can have interesting colors. Looks like blue. It's just mud. Clay. Gray clay. Or blue clay. Jag tar dem att de far ut, jag vet inte hur de här. Så att man får dem passligt bara fast först, så kan man ställa sen på nytt. Det här far ganska bra. Det är lika som det andra, att det är ena hålsinga. Nu bör det här vara ganska lite för långt bak in. Det här går nog det här sidan. Tror jag. Ser det far. Ja, det här far bra hit. Jag vet hur det andra sidor. Det här far väl först i hit. Nu är det fast det där. We can squeeze through. Ta lite neråt. Men nu. Then that guy. Or do we need to lift up, take the foot up? Because now those two are locked, then it should be safe. You don't want to be in the wrong place when if this flips. That's the leg, then now we need that guy. Probably down, yeah. Was it in the upper hole or in this guy? This needs to be a lot longer, I think. Or what's the feeling? Maybe need to measure it already now. Whoa! Came a lot down now. Almost. Just to hook it up first. Then we can adjust it correctly. Now it should be pretty close. Now you can lift even a little bit. Then this was to get this in between there was a tricky part. Man skulle på riktigt trycka ut det där med något, inte det vad man skulle få i millan där. Det är så sakeligt. Det är just det där klassiska halvmillen för brett. Det ska vara lite. Var det så att det måste hit på nästan. very tight. It can't be. If it's a little bit crooked, it won't go. What could you get in between there and squeeze? Like a mini jack, a mini bottle jack to squeeze it out. It's like it's every year horrible to get in this there. It needs to be so precise. Would be easy if you could squeeze this open a little bit. Maybe if this bolt, if you loosen this up, put a washer in between here to add 1 mil. That could fix it. This washer on the other side, that's here. It might go if I take the sledgehammer, I might get this, but now it's good. Now you can lower again a little bit. There it goes, I think. Got it. But yeah, that could be, if this would be slightly wider, that would be a lot easier. I guess now you can drive out. Do I put one of these? Just so it doesn't swing wildly. Now it's okay, then we go outside, you can adjust more. Now it's not gonna swing super wild. Watch out here, it's almost hitting. Almost hits the roof. Nu får man lyfta där nästan. Här tog det först nästan i taket och sen för lågt. Got it outside. Now we can adjust it a little bit, and yeah, then it should be good to go. Där, ja, så det är ganska flat så får man om man vill ställa det här. Men det där är ganska sådär. För jag vet det där, inte vet jag vilka håll de här brukar vara. Kan det vara det långa till och med? Okej. Men kom ihåg att det där är inte typ i din, kom ihåg att ta bort det. Det där är, vet du, i din. Det på andra sidan, det är i din. Ska du ställa tryckstaget, då kan man stänga av. Men det går bättre bara det går igång. Nu kanske du får det sådär. Om det råkar vara nära. Ja, däcktrycken jag kan ta komporna fast. Even here the damn diesel dust. This is like everywhere, even on the plow. Looks like snow almost. And that's gonna wear off pretty fast. Just drive a little bit. Put it in the ground a little bit. Or I could actually have this other one first. See if we can get the dust a little bit off from the frame, at least, where it's not gonna come off easily. It's like everywhere. And then when the plow was, there was put some like protective grease on it, so now all the thistles are sticking to it like feathers. The parts that go in the ground will definitely be clean when you put them in the ground a little bit. But yeah, it was greased in the fall, so it's, other than getting the adjustments, it should be ready to go. Måste bli ett tisteldamme bort för att ta ramen liksom. Thistle dust everywhere. Där slangarna ska ju fastna.
Ja.
This guy. This guy wants to. Här var det inga, man ska ju dra det här. Ingen riktigt av det. Locka inåt för lätt det här. Byt med samma förrän det blir tryck. Man inte dra det här först och sen klämma i så att
Det är nog i väl?
Nej.
Nej, jag måste.
Ska man bara.
Ska.
Man sådär, jag tycker att man sådär.
Det ska fara liksom så ut. Nu är det.
Okay. We got a good sub at a good time. We got this locked in too. You take the whole thing. How much should go in that guy? Thank you for the sub there, Serenity. Thank you for the continued support. Gonna get the plow set up, and then my brother will plow today, and then tomorrow we will probably go plowing. It's hissing from there. I thought it was where it is hissing from. Did the rear tires end up being in a good spot? Front tires are easy. Plow is greased, so it's good. It's just good to go. Settings in order. Det ska vara peltapaineet. Ganska mjuka. Field pressures in the tires, so pretty, not soft, but on the softer side. Max grip. I hear geese in the background. Saw a lot of geese yesterday, like 500 yesterday. You should have enough hose to go just around there. At least the front tire. Rear tire might need to come from here. Tires checked. Probably easier to go around there. Or is it long enough to come here? Might not be. The valve is on the front there. The valve is there. For the framifrån. Valve is over there. Get from in between. Then the hoses we can hook up. And then check the length of this guy for correct settings. Det längre det där först och sen slangarna.
Ja.
Ungefär. Det går att ställa det om det första blir för lite, så det, om man tar det kortare så blir det så far det djupare fram ändå. Jag tror att det sättningen som vi hade i förra året var ganska bra, tror jag. Pretty good. Pretty good setup from last year.
Nej vittu, det här ska vara gärna. Det blir här homman att få det. Man ska vara det här långa. Avlånga så det där.
Oh fuck.
Syvyyssäärän.
That's not good. Ja, det är kilnar vilken det är där. Ja. Men det går att lyfta upp kroken och ner kroken. Du ska ändå ha igång. Måste slangen fast när du kan prova det där.
Ja,
så får man.
Man måste upp sen.
Upp och sen ta loss.
Sen går det nog att så tar man bara, man lägger det så att det blir löst där så får man nog det här bytt.
Ja, det skulle nog borde gå.
Utan att ta någon annan med oss.
Hello there, Ghost. We're just adjusting the plows, putting the plows on the tractor. Getting all the adjustments.
Det är nästan.
Var det från halva till halva, eller hur har du mätt?
Jaha, det är sådär.
Middle to middle measurement.
Så, det här där in. Så det är nästan 8,5.
Det är 81. 81 eller 81 nu.
Nej, men det är så jag tar ifrån det här. Nej, men bara
Side to, back to back. 82. 82 and a half.
Det ska nog korta lite med
Yep.
mycket. Det får liksom.
Det får ganska mycket den, tror jag. That was decent bit. But yeah, we forgot we need to switch this. This one should be in the other hole there, so now we need to, and to change that you need to lift up, let the hook down, take the pin out, put it in the other spot. Would have been easier to do this before we hooked up, but we did forget. Ja. Vilka vill ha? Det var det väl det som var längst till vänster. Det var lättast. Let's see if we can get this. That's kind of dirty. I need a clean paper to wipe that off. The other one is probably similarly dirty. How cold was it last night? Probably -5 maybe. Take one paper. It was maybe -5, maybe -4, I don't know. Something like that. Clearly minus because there was the grass was white. Maybe the coldest night, like the 2 last nights, it was actually like minus both nights.
Ja, nu är det ut. Då är det här. Så det här ska vara.
You don't have zip ties on these to mark the right.
Här. Det gröna ska vara upp.
Okay, let's try.
Jag lägger först en ände för det där lite med lite kinkugare.
Okay.
Här ska inte vara hysa. Ska vara hysa.
My hosesna behöver lite där var det bör läxa får man byta hosesna.
Ja.
Couple hoses not looking 100%, but as long as they're not leaking it's fine. Nej, men det var bara så vad du kommer ihåg dem hit så vet du det. Inte bör du ta bort dem inte. Nej, men så vad du vet där, de är ju blå, de är så röd i blå, det är ju här. Röd i blå makar mycket sens. Ja. Need to put zip ties on this guy so we know which one goes where. It's always 50% chance almost to put it the wrong way. How we're going to spin the hoses. Should they be on that side? I think it was on that side. Never remember how the hoses were. I can use more power here. Almost. Really close. There it goes. Pretty. Need to use some force to get it in there. Then the other one, and then hopefully they're in the right spot too. And should the hoses be like this here? I think it was like this, yeah. And then when you flip it over, so it's like not hooking on to anything. Have to turn pretty carefully the first time. See that we got the hoses in the right place. I think it was that way. When you turn, you can turn carefully. Then I'll see that it works there. Lift it up, then we can try to flip it, see if that works. See if the hoses are the right way, and then we still need to change the one thing there. That's all the way, the one way. That's the other way. Seems good. Try to all these spin easily, they should. They were greased last fall. Then the interesting part. Now it's loose. Could I try to switch this now? Should I try to, or you need to take the, I'm gonna lift up and take the hook down first, yeah. You need to lift up and yeah. Was this tractor brought from hell? What makes you think that? Yeah, you mean the red colors maybe. Now I can take this out. This needs to be, now it's loose. This guy, and then pull that out. Might need a little hammer to hammer that out. There's a little, I can adjust a little bit here. Plowing, yeah, this is for turning some dirt. You will see today my brother will run it, but tomorrow I will probably plow. So tomorrow you can see this one in action on a field. We're just setting it up here today now. Getting the adjustments right. It's close, it's close. I should make like some sort of emote that we could like spam in chat, or even make so there would be like a bear running across the video feed. It would be kind of funny. There's usually people always asking that, yeah, aren't you scared of the bears in the woods? I mean, there are bears here, but I think when we're talking like this and having some noise, I think the bears generally run away and don't attack humans. I mean, if you have a bear, a mama bear and a cub, and then you get between. Okay, we should be back hopefully. I can do it from here. You can't pull it yet. I can now. If you hold that, I can punch it a little bit. It needs to be, I guess, straight against it. Yeah, I just. Yeah. Then it needs to go what down in the middle hole.
That is quite a lot.
Kyllä vilken ska du ta mig neråt? Oh boy, I can see it. Visst det går nog. Ser du? Det tar man nog. Det tar man nog. Ser du? Upp. should it go back there in the same now?
Joo.
I need to try to come. Musta oli satanen vaihtele, ettei. This is not easy. But I need to have it in the right spot here, otherwise I can't. This, damn, we should have done this before we put the plow on. Now it's loose again. I can't go up. It's now it's come up. Now it's pretty close. Pull the pin out a little. And then okay, that's back. Sorry about the flickering picture. I don't know, I might have some cable going bad, or maybe it could be the actual camera going bad too. The camera port. Now that one is in the right one. Then lift up and put the hook back. Doing it the tricky way a little bit here. I take paper, I'm getting all dirty. Take all the tools. Now it's the right way. Tools. Yeah, this is a plow. I think they even say in English like mold bore plow, I think it's called. Is there a problem? Nah, it's not a problem, just making the correct adjustments. We need to have there's a bunch of things you can adjust there. So it needs to be, the right things need to be in the right place. Now it should be correctly adjusted. So you can adjust a bunch here. This guy, you can put it in different holes here. And then there's also a round hole and like a long hole. So that needs to be, that was in the right. It was here, but it needs to be in this one. So some adjustments. And then this guy needs to be the right length. And then on the field he can also adjust these, how much it can go like sideways. So a bunch of adjustments. Nothing is broken, but a bunch of adjustments need to be right. Those I always have there so it doesn't ring when you're driving. Tight, pretty tight. Sometimes you need some heavy tools to knock everything in the right spot. Should it be not good now? Is it everything? Clean the windows here so you can see something. But yeah, swing it one more time, then chat can see when you swing it one way, put it down. Then you can lift it up. Oh, he's not gonna lift it up. Lift it more, it's almost too low. It hit the ground. Need to lift it higher when you flip. Men det tog I backen. It should lift higher. It's okay, but I think it should be. Why is it so low? I think it should lift higher. I thought it was gonna lift higher. Interesting. Well, you'll see if you need to adjust that shorter, then it would lift it higher. But yeah, the settings on the field are the most important. Is it? I thought also if you put this in the lower one, then it would lift higher. I think I remember from earlier time. If this one, should it be in the highest one? If it put it here, it's gonna lift higher.
Nej, men det är nog det där som det har varit.
Yeah, it's good. You can try on the field. It's most important that it works in the field.
Det är kanske lite sådär också.
Näsan är upp på traktorn, ja. Ja. Nose up. But yeah, I need to do window repairing. At least clean the broken windows here. But yeah, that's ready. He'll go to the field now. And then tomorrow you can tune in, unless it rains a lot, then tomorrow I will be plowing. Then you can see this in action. I have some other things I need to get done here on the farm today, so we'll do those, but he can get started. You have measuring tape and everything if you need to measure on the field. But yeah, I need to take a bucket and pick up the glass pieces because we had a bird that decided to fly against the window, and that didn't end very well for the fly or the bird, but it also did not end well for the window. I'm going to do a little bit cleanup before someone cuts themselves on the glass. Glass is in this bucket. I should make like a... I think we might be having some bad cables or something. Because it's always good speed, but then it just switches like that. Maybe it's just some other weird things. But yeah, it's usually just for a short while when it switches like that. But yeah, here we got some piece of glass, and this bird flew against the window, and now the bird is dead, so just throw this bird somewhere. Dead bird. Throw it here somewhere, and then we'll clean up the glass. Unfortunate for the bird and the window. But yeah, it happens occasionally. It hasn't happened a while, but a few years ago, one of the back windows here, a bird flew against the window. But you can see up there, one of the windows is broken. It happens occasionally. Like these windows. Yeah, I guess we cleaned these windows this summer. Or yeah, maybe my dad cleaned these. We cleaned these windows, I think, this summer. So now the windows are so clean that the birds can't see that there's a window. It thinks that there's a hole, and then it just flies and smashes into the window. Happens occasionally. Sometimes when they fly against the window and you're close by, then it's like super loud. But yeah, there's really nothing you can do. I mean, having dirty windows is actually safer for the birds. But yeah, we're gonna try to pick up these before someone cuts themselves. Get all the glass pieces, at least the big ones. I think most of it went on the inside. You can't really, I can't metal detect for glass or glass detect. So we'll just have to do a visual cleanup. Yeah, that's that's one problem with too clean windows. More birds are gonna fly against the windows. Sometimes they fly against and then they don't die, but this time it was pretty clear what happened, like windows broken and a dead bird here. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate. I don't know if we have a new window either. We might need to buy a new window for that and change the window, because it's definitely broken, and you can't really fix a window. You need to replace it pretty much. So. We might have, I don't know if we have one spare window, otherwise we need to buy a new window. Shouldn't be too expensive, but at least get it fixed before the winter, because otherwise we might get some a little snow in through the window otherwise. There was more glass. I realized when I came here, I was thinking about getting one of these pallets, then why is there glass on the floor here? Then I looked up and yeah, broken window. Seems like most of the pieces are here on the inside. I should make like some sort of emote that we could like. And there. This guy in the spring then could get some holes in the tires. There's some pieces still. There's a couple. And down. It's not the safety glass, which when it breaks, it crumbles into like small pieces. When this broke, it's like all these sharp pieces. So we want to clean it pretty well. Not leave too much anywhere. Like these small pieces everywhere. I should make like some sort of emote that we could like spam in chat, or even make so there would be like a bear running across the video feed. It would be kind of funny. There's usually people always asking that, yeah, aren't you scared of the bears in the woods? I mean, there are bears here, but I think when we're talking like this and having some noise, I think the bears generally run away and don't attack humans. I mean, if you have a bear, a mama bear and a cub, and then you get And when it's fell on the pallet, one reason why I never really walk barefoot on the farm, because you never know, there could be a nail somewhere, there could be a piece of glass. So I always wear my like protective boots, nail proof boots or whatever you call them. All the big ones at least. Here's still one. Could be anywhere. And they're definitely hard to spot when it's almost not invisible glass, but yeah, that should be the most of it. I'm gonna leave. There's for sure there's some pieces up there that maybe like we could climb up the ladder and grab everything, because we need to, the window needs to be replaced, but I should make like some sort of emote that we could like spam in chat or even make. Window needs to be replaced.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'm gonna try to actually restart the bell box. I think it's struggling a little bit more than what it should. We shouldn't be going back and forth to the BRB this much. I should make like some sort of emote that we could like spam in chat or even make so there would be like a bear running across the video feed. It would be kind of funny. There's usually people always asking that, yeah, aren't you scared of the bears in the woods? I mean, there are bears here, but I think when we're talking like this and having some noise, I think the bears Okay, we'll try again here. If the problems persist, we might have some. Yeah, I'm really hoping it's not the camera. I think the port on the camera might be coming a little loose. That's why it's maybe cutting out. Well, what's up, Goyard? Not much. We're just setting up a plow here, getting ready for some fall tillage. Cleaning some windows, getting good visibility from the tractor. But yeah, I cleaned up. There was like a broken window. Cleaned that up. Now I think, yeah, I got some furniture from the garden that needs to be put away too today. It's officially, I would say, fall now, so we can start to put the summer stuff away. Clean up last of the garden. I don't think there's much to take from the garden anymore, but there might be some tomatoes, but it was -5 last night, so there might not be Might not be much to take from there anymore this year. Yeah, we can close this. Professional window cleaning first. It is good to actually be able to see outside. Definitely helps. Two-step, not the 50-step cleaning process. These are all spinning nice and easy, so that's good. Bearings work. Tires seem good. All the wings are not broken. Just some dust on them. But yeah, before you go, we can carry the swing, because I need 2 people for that. The rest I can get myself, but the swing we need 2 guys. Not be able to swing that away myself. But yeah, 3 bottom plow. This tractor could put a 4 bottom plow or pull a 4 bottom plow. We just need somewhere, we need 1 section of this, then you can add it here and then put 1 section of this back here, then you would have 4 instead of 3, but we've been trying to find one, but like a used one, because a new one is like, what was it, 4,000 euros for a new pair of wings, which is, that's more than this plow is worth, so we're not gonna do that. But yeah, we tried to find a used one, but I think a lot of other people have switched their 3 bottom ones to 4 bottom ones, because we could not find the extra pieces you need to make this a little longer here and put 1 extra or one more set of wings back here. Because yeah, this tractor could pull a 4 bottom one, so it would be good, but we would have to need to get it cheap from somewhere. Looks good. And see in and out again. Then leave the windshield wiper like that. But yeah, if I plow tomorrow, then I would need to figure out. It would be really nice to have the other camera somewhere attached to the plow back here. But yeah, I have a hard time figuring out where I could put it. Maybe somewhere here on the frame. It's not really easy to attach it there. I'll have to see if I can figure something out. I think I got this. I got the phone mount. It would have to be the phone. Phone mount should be somewhere. It's going to be hard to attach it to that big piece of. Like I have this one or the other one. But how would I attach this guy? Need some big bracket or something. Put this somewhere on the plow here like this. Not really any good spots to attach it to. Maybe back here. Maybe around that one. That could be a pretty interesting spot actually. If I would put it here, then it would show either that way or something. Then it would be upside down 50% of the time, but I could see this as a potential place to put it. We'll have to see tomorrow if I can find some good place. This could be another place, but then you can only see backwards. This could fit here, I think. Maybe. Would it not shake too much? No, the plow doesn't shake that much. Like sure, it would shake a little bit, but we could try. I have never had a camera on the plow, so we could try at least. Again, a GoPro would be good. If a GoPro streaming functionality would be good, then to slap a GoPro with some sort of magnetic mount, that would be easiest. This might, it's definitely gonna hold. If this holds here, then I would put the camera here. Then we put some tape around here and around here to secure it so it doesn't fall down. But it's like behind the last furrow, so if it falls down here, it would not be the end of the world. If it falls down there, then it would be. But yeah, this will be tomorrow because my brother's gonna plow today, so I don't even have the other phone here. But just some ideas for tomorrow. Like this could work here. Then it would be, or maybe even to the downside here. Then it would show that way, and then when you plow the other way, then the camera would be upside down. 50% of the time upside down. That could maybe work. But it would show like, it would show like, I want it a little bit more down would be better. I will have to try it with the phone later and see. Or here on the wing somehow, maybe on these nuts. If I could get it there somehow. Because yeah, this way it will only show like, it will only show, it should be a little bit more this way. And then definitely secure this, like I'm not gonna leave it just like this. I would secure it with some tape around here to keep it from falling off. But yeah, this could be a potential place to put it. These nuts, yeah, these nuts right here. But that's a potential place. Potential place. Other one would be here, but I think the camera would be too low. Too low there. You could try that too, like just Just try it quickly. This would be another potential here, but this is going to be too low, so here it would just show. I could show backwards, but that's not going to be too exciting. And it would need to be like higher up, like somewhere here could be useful. So I don't think that's the best. I'm going to try here. Have to try with a phone later and see what it would show. If it would be any good. Maybe even here on this one. This might be better actually here, then you could actually see something. This is like behind this one. Here, I might try here. And then just put a bunch of tape around it to secure it too. This might be the place here. The least bad of the bad places. Like somewhere there. That should be pretty well secured. Then I'll put, yeah, as I've done when I've used this earlier, I'll put the Jesus tape, we call it, but the duct tape around here and then around this whole thing and then back up. So then even if this falls off, then it wouldn't fall down. That might be the thing. We'll try tomorrow. We'll try tomorrow and see if it would be any good. Because yeah, there's really no other spot to put it. Other option would be to get this long, this other mount, but this one is probably gonna shake too much. Sometimes I've had this one, like this tape, and then put the camera here. But that's more for the, it would be the other camera. This one could work somewhere, but it would be really hard to get this one mounted anywhere. This way we could go further back, but then I would need to put this somewhere here. Duct tape that there or something. I think we'll try to put it there first. See what that would show. Otherwise, the other spot is just on the rear window pointing backwards. That's the base location. Base case location. Do you need compressed air still? Behöver du comp air? Put this away. Unhook this guy so it doesn't run here on its own. Now the windows are so clean on the tractor cabin that a bird is going to fly against the window and smash into these windows too. Just like on the building there. Bird life, what? Yeah, yeah. Need to report the bird death to somewhere. It was like the blackbird. What are those called? Is it? It's not korp. It's like. Is it what does it was it a naakka? It was like completely blackbird. Not it was not a varis, but a little smaller than varis. Could have been like a naakka bird. Very very common bird. Still got decent bit left on these wear pieces. So this piece you can see it's always wears a little bit on the end here. But there's a bit, once this wears down to all the way here, so it starts to wear on the actual frame, then you want to change this bit. But there's still life left in these. We don't really have sandy soil, so it doesn't wear down the stuff as fast as if you have sandy soil, then it's like you need to change all these like not every year, but quite often. Clean. Couple of windows left. Yeah, we can lift this guy. We need to take the swing we can put up there when we took the plow out now, but I can't lift that by myself. We need two guys. It's a two-guy job. Two-person job. Yeah, just standing still now, not doing the forest work. I got a couple more layers on, and now it feels good. Doesn't feel hot, but it's big difference from when I'm doing work in the forest. I always say it's 10 degrees warmer when you do physical work. Let's see if we can find, are there any on the oak, are there any of the oak? Whatever they're called in English again. Oak seeds. I should make like some sort of emote that we could like spam in chat, or even make so there would be like a bear running across the video feed. It would be kind of funny. There's usually people always asking that, yeah, aren't you scared of the bears in the woods? I mean, there are bears here, but I think when we're talking. Okay, apparently not a good spot to go there. But yeah, I didn't find any seeds on the oak. That's the only oak we have here. And it's planted, didn't come there naturally. But it's growing pretty well now. It grew slowly in the beginning, but now the last few years it's been growing a lot. Maybe at some point if we find the seeds, then I could take some of those and try to plant more oaks somewhere. Because yeah, oak is like, it's a nice looking tree. Nice looking tree for the garden somewhere. Like this one is a pretty good spot here also. It's not going to be in the way. Like we might trim some branches if they go out to the platform there, but otherwise it's in a good spot. Looks good. Time to get it muddy. It shouldn't be. I don't think it feels. I think the wheels might stay clean. It's like on the borderline. It rained 40 mil last weekend, but I still think it's not gonna stick. Not a lot of mud is gonna stick to the wheels, I think, or tires. It's still dry even after like 2 inches of rain in 2 days. It was so dry before that I think the soil just sucked it all right up. But yeah, we'll find out today that too. See if it is sticky or not. Inside and outside of the windows cleaned. grass stuck here from when we were driving in the forest. Grass. Filter is on, not falling off. Random hiccups. Last piece of window, okay. Then we'll just go take the swing and then I got some small stuff that needs to be done. Then we can check the garden, see how the tomatoes look after they have been frozen 3 times now. I think the tomatoes might be rip at this point. After they froze the first time, they were actually okay. I took in some orange ones and they turned red still and they were okay, tasted normal. But now I think when it's frozen like 3 times and it was -5 this night, I think it might be. The tomatoes that are left there are probably not good to eat anymore. We'll find out here pretty soon. See how they look. Instrument panel, guys. Yeah, that's everywhere. The plow is completely covered in the thistle dust. Run it a little bit through the ground and it should clean off. But yeah, that stuff was everywhere. Everywhere this year. But you're going to do short headlands. As short as possible then. So just do... Men det är om man lagar korta, man skulle nästan kunna man kör så långt som man kan så man just bara hinner sväng till diket, vet du.
Så just så när man ser åka, det är så
sån T och tillbaka. Ja. Man kan nog inte börja mycket längre än traktorn, det är bara 2-3 meter svängar man nog, det får ju fara i kant. Nästan man lagar kort så vill man laga rit så kort som man kan då med samma. Den välimallin jätkään nyt noin, että man lagar sån 10 meter sen, det är inte noin det tycker jag. Kör de med framhjulen i betchen och sen backar upp de från varje gång. Och det inte blir någon headland alls. Man kör ner i bäcken varje gång och så backar upp från bäcken. Okay. Now we can take the swing. This guy's ready to go plowing. Ja, det får ja. Sen tar vi swing. Swing, we need to move the swing. Too cold weather to really sit too much out in the swing, so might as well put it in storage. Might as well put this guy in storage. Storage mode. Yeah, now you can't even, we've gotten used to, like we cut down this one big birch here, it was borderline or it was dying. Now there's like the pine has more room to grow, this one has more room to grow, so big change but not that big of a change. You get used to it faster than you think. Then whenever this guy goes bad or starts to die, then we'll cut this down. That seems healthy enough for now. Well, a good day from Finland. Let's see if we can, with 2 guys, we should be able to move this swing. It's a little bit too much for 1 guy. The best was like you can turn if you walk forward, yeah, like that. Then I'm gonna lift. You can lift from the poikittais-keikka. Let me grab my other hand here. Okay, good to go. There should be a room upstairs. Now there's not too many bags there. There should be a room for the outside furniture. The rest I can get myself. Not as heavy. Not as awkward shape. Off to the side here somewhere. I mean, it could be like this here. It doesn't. We don't need anything else here. Just the furniture. The rest I can stack here because we don't need that guy either.
No.
Before next spring, so I'll put the rest here. I'll leave a little room so you can go from there. That should be good. Rest should fit there. Nice landscape. Yeah, it's pretty nice fall colors. Like you can see the leaves are turning yellow. Sometimes they turn like red and yellow and orange and like even more spectacular colors. This year it seems to be more like just yellow. It looks better some years. It really depends on how the weather turns. So yeah, okay-ish colors, but could be nicer even. Nice cozy play for us. Yeah, you can swing there in the winter inside. But yeah, he's gonna go plowing now. We're gonna go and take the barbecue and the other chairs and put them all in here. All the summer stuff. And then yeah, tomorrow I might go plow a little bit, but today my brother's gonna start today. Start today with the plowing stuff. Fall tillage. Yeah, it should be good to go. Good to go. Again, these, I could take the bucket and the other tractor, but I mean, when it's like 20 to 30 meters, it's like almost faster just taking these by hand. I could put them in the bucket of the tractor, but these are not super heavy. And we will get today's light exercise at the same time here when we do this. Put the rest somewhere here. Inari Lake, yeah, the Inari Lake, it's a pretty big one. It's really, really up north. But it's one of the bigger lakes, or not the super big lakes, but one of the bigger ones. In Lapland there's like a bunch of these small lakes, but the Inari Lake is a little bigger, I think. But yeah, definitely some nice, like northern Finland again, it looks, if you go really north there, it looks really different to this again. Way different again. But definitely some nice places. I have been to Kilpisjärvi, I think, once, but that's more like the western side. I haven't been to the eastern, like up to the northernmost point in Finland there. But that's definitely on the bucket list at some point, I think. Ever thought about getting an ATV? Yeah, kinda, but I wouldn't have enough use for an ATV. It would be, there's still several €1,000, and yeah, I couldn't justify it. It would be used so little. You have some good barbecue. Yeah, a couple of times, like usually midsummer. Midsummer is the big barbecue time. Then we use our super high-end grill. Yeah, the table's gonna be the heaviest bit. The other chair is fine, and the grill we can just, I think that one goes in there somewhere. But the table could be better with two guys, but I think I can carry it myself. We'll have to take maybe a little break in between. It doesn't weigh that much, but it's like an awkward shape. It weighs like the chainsaw, or maybe like, yeah, it weighs 10 kilos, maybe under 10 kilos, so it's just the shape is a little awkward. It's not super heavy, but it is awkward shape. This table is kind of falling apart, this one. There's one that's loose. One loose piece there. It's a pretty lightweight table, which is good when you're carrying it. But yeah, it kind of breaks apart on itself almost. I've been thinking about building like a super heavy duty table. Like just get a thick log like this, then cut it in half, and then you have two halves. Then you use those as the table. But I haven't built it yet, but that would be definitely a really solid table. It would not break. You could almost leave it outdoors for the whole year. Kind of build like more a permanent bench that could be outside there the whole year. Similar to the ones when we have gone to some of the nature trails, they usually have those like really heavy duty benches. One of those could be nice to build here. Then the last chair, then the grill just goes. I think it goes in the other place somewhere. Just carry it on the head. That's the easiest way. Not so heavy on the arms. There is something true about if you're going to carry something decently heavy, like let's say 10 kilos plus, then actually having it on your head, it's actually one of the more efficient ways. Like you usually see people in Africa, you usually see how they carry things on their head. Seems weird at first, but from the things I've tried, it actually kind of makes sense. It is not heavy on the arms, so you can, if you have it on your head, you can have your back straight. And you can walk for long distances and just have it on your head. It actually makes sense. If you carry something with your arms, it's even if it's like 5 kilos, it gets heavy pretty fast. But on the head, it's like not so heavy. But yeah, that's it for those. Then the grill and then the garden, yeah. I'm gonna check what's going on in the garden. I think everything might be frozen there now, since it was -5 this night maybe. But we'll take a look. I'll check if I have that window. I gotta think about where the hell, if I have one, where would it be? Where do we have spare glass? I gotta look a little bit. I don't know. I think there might be a decent chance that we do not have any glass left, because there was one window on the backside that broke like maybe a couple of years ago, and we might have put the last window in there. That might be the case. But yeah, a window like that shouldn't be too expensive to buy. It's like normal glass. It's maybe, what is it, 70 cents times 70 or something. 1 meter times 70 centimeters. It shouldn't be too expensive. But yeah, I think we need to buy one. I don't think we have a spare window of that size. But yeah, shouldn't be too expensive. But yeah, it needs to be replaced at some point, at least before we start to get any like big rains or like snowstorms or anything like that. But yeah, should be a while until we get snow, at least a month. But yeah, last year I think we got mid-November. I think we got our first snow that actually stayed on the ground. So it was pretty early, or not early, I know, but yeah, for snow to stay, it was pretty early actually. Getting snow in November that's pretty normal, but it usually melts away. Then we'll put this guy somewhere here. Yeah, somewhere here. Just stack it somewhere with the other stuff. And then the garden, do we need any tools? Well, yeah, if it's gone bad, the stuff, we might chop the rest up. So we'll probably take this guy. Other than that, we shouldn't really need too many tools, I think. Just a little big scissors. Big scissor guys. At least the beans are definitely rip. They have been frozen 3 times now, so the beans are definitely gone. Well, you can kind of see you can still see the beans, but I think these feel all like floppy. So I think these are not like, we can open up one, but I don't think I want to eat these anymore. Like they look somewhat okay still. Let's taste one. Yeah, I don't think I want to eat these. The rest look like even more. They've been frozen 3 times, so that's not the best usually. But yeah, we're gonna take the poles out, the strings out, and then just leave the rest. Then we'll see the tomatoes. I see a couple of orange ones, but they're definitely not growing anymore. And that bean it tasted kind of weird. I think it's best to just mulch down the rest. Sus beans taste sus. Yeah, they taste even more suspicious now when they have been frozen a few times. But yeah, we have these lines here. I need to get the lines. These lines out. can drag it to the other side now. Get these poles taken out. Can we untie it, or do we need to cut it? Get the twine undone. Good to still have, we have one row left of this. It's like baling twine. We used this when we made bales back in the day. So it's good to have a little bit left. This is really strong. Really strong, and I think still it's like a natural product. It's not plastic. It's some sort of fiber, I believe. I don't really know what it is, but it's definitely, it's not plastic at least. I'm pretty sure. See if we can drag it out now. I don't know, we're probably gonna put this just in the trash, but it's so strong that I don't want to leave it in the ground, because when you plow, then this is gonna get caught everywhere. Pretty strong, even if it's been outside here for the whole summer. Still kind of solid. Should go back and forth, so it should be able to. Just pull it back the same way we put it in. But yeah, these beans, even if we didn't harvest all of them, when we plow them down now, the beans are going to provide some nitrogen for next year. So it's like fertilizer. Use them as fertilizer. Oh, which way is it going now? It's the end, and then it goes back one more time. And then over here, and then it's probably the end. Let's go back. Now it comes still back here. Still a few times back and forth. But yeah, without this twine, we can see when we remove it. Of course, now when the beans are kind of dead, they're going to fall down. But without this, it would have been... They would have fallen down a lot earlier. Now when we go back, it goes back there and then it ends here, I think. Then once we get all this, since there's pretty much nothing growing here anymore now, and when I get all these cleaned out, then we can actually plow this garden through here with the tractor and the plow. We grow beans and corn squash together, they complement each other. Yeah, so beans, that's why when we in the fields we usually we've had broad beans in the fields, like the big fields, but they're too susceptible to like dry conditions. So we're not gonna have those anymore, but we're gonna try in the big fields, we're gonna try peas next year. See if those could work maybe. But yeah, it's true. It's like both peas and beans and things like those, they provide, like they're nitrogen fixators. So that's a natural way that you can get nitrogen to the soil without buying any like bought fertilizer. But yeah, man, even now when these are dead, man, there's a lot of biomass around. A lot of stuff. Let's see if we can untie the other end, or we just need to cut it. Now we should be able to get this wire. Then there's a little wire with where the tomatoes was too. The only thing you could still harvest is the parsley over there. That's probably the only one you could still maybe harvest from here. For all the rest, it's pretty much season over now. Same with these. I had there were some chilies, but these didn't grow. They grow kind of slowly. I tried to maybe have them like in a pot the whole year, but they definitely didn't like it. They like more soil. So next year, if we have chilies, probably grow them like this first, but then actually put them out in where they get more soil contact, because they didn't really grow very well in these. I'm just gonna dump these back. You can see they have a bunch of roots there, but they didn't really. It might be that I forgot to give them water a little bit too, but they didn't really produce much fruit, if any. But pots can be reused. Pots can be reused, and yeah, this basket we can take back, put all the stuff we don't need here anymore, clean the place up. And then the actual poles, probably best to take these out too. Then the same for the tomatoes. We can see there might still be, there's a couple of tomatoes like look okay from here, but we'll see if they're super squishy, then we're just gonna leave them, because they have frozen 3 times now. I was surprised that even after the first frost they were still okay to eat, even if the plant is like dead, but the tomatoes still continued to ripen. A little bit surprised about that. Yeah, we could chop this down a little bit. This might get caught in the plow otherwise. Maybe just a little bit. chop it into smaller pieces. But yeah, man, the vines, these grew like super long and super long stuff. Let's see about the tomatoes. So yeah, tomatoes. If it would have stayed warm, like you can see there's a bunch of green ones here. But let's look at these. There's a couple that are. These are still, if I would take these indoors, they might still turn red, but they're feeling a little squishy. I think I'm not going to take any more. I took a few days ago, I still took some, but these, I think these are, maybe this one is okay. Like it looks okay otherwise. It's just a little bit, maybe a little bit squishy. How about this guy? Yeah, this guy, you can feel it's like frozen. Feels like weird. The surface is like all weird there. So I think these are, I might take this one, but the rest, I think this is the end for the tomatoes. They're frozen so many times now that they can rest in peace, the rest. But yeah, now you can see when the leaves are gone, a bunch of green ones there. So if it would have stayed warm for a longer time, we could have gotten a lot more tomatoes from these. Next year, if I grow tomatoes again next year, I might just keep them in some sort of greenhouse the whole time. Then we could start early and then keep them growing for a longer period of time in the fall now. Because yeah, instantly when you get -1 one night, then the leaves die and then the plant pretty much dies. Even if the tomatoes are somewhat okay. But yeah, this one might, if we wait a couple of days, this one might turn red. But the rest I think we're gonna leave now. This one might still ripen up. Can they become red if you keep them in some box? Yeah, so I've taken a few of these that are like borderline, they're turning red. And when I had these indoors for a couple of days, then they turned completely red. So this one, I think it still feels solid. Yeah, they will, the green ones, they will turn. At least the orange ones, but the rest, I think they have frozen like too much now. Like a little frost was okay, but now I think, I mean these, I mean I guess they feel okay. But if you push on them, it feels like there's almost like pressure inside. It was -5 the last night. I think that was too much. But the one there, I'm gonna try with the one. And then we'll see. I'll leave the rest here like this. Then if that one still turns out okay, then of course I can pick these still. I mean, otherwise they're fine. But yeah, we'll see. In a couple of days now, it looks a little weird here. It's like frozen, and then when it melts again, it's not great. But we'll see. Maybe I could take these two in. It doesn't hurt, like, then if these are not good to eat, then I'll just throw them away. We'll see if these turn red. I've taken a few kind of orange, yellow ones. They have turned red. But let's see these two too. But yeah, the posts we can remove at least these guys. But yeah, that's why the plant, you can see the plant, all the leaves, when it gets to -degrees, all the leaves are dead. The plant is pretty much like dead. When it freezes over, then it pretty much dies. But yeah, I can leave them here. We're not gonna plow this field today, so, or this garden today, so we'll see. We'll see how they do over the next years, or next days. But I think it's not gonna be good. It was pretty damn cold actually this night. Like -5. Let's get all these things. But yeah, it is October now, so it's usually, yeah, in October you usually can't harvest much from the garden anymore. September still some stuff, and then October it's pretty much over usually. Get the first cold nights. Is gonna slide over, or are we gonna have to untie it? Just push it up. These poles are definitely reusable. They're not rotten. But yeah, this dirt we can just even it out here, and then the stuff that's not edible anymore, we'll just plow it in the dirt. Then it will work as soil improvement. Now it's pretty well cleaned up. Strawberries are good to go. We'll see how these do the next few days. Then the rest is pretty much ready for plowing. The parsley you can still pick a little bit. That's like grass. It's like even if it freezes over, it's still edible. But the rest is definitely game over for this year. But parsley, this is still, even if it freezes, this is still okay. Still tastes the same. But yeah, now we'll just haul the stuff out. Garden season officially over, I would say now. Maybe, just maybe, a few of the tomatoes are still okay, but other than that, garden season officially over. 1st of October, season over. We need 2 trips, can we take? I'll put these here, then we can get everything in 2 trips. Lawn doesn't need to be mowed anymore, so that's also ready for winter. Whoops, that's too wide. Those in there, and then the box can be here, or these can be here pretty much. This is probably trash, we can burn those maybe. The box can be here. But yeah, it's so nice when you can do this. This is like the first time now in a long time where it doesn't get hot, which is super nice. As long as it's sunny like this and doesn't rain every day. I'm kind of a big fan of the fall. Not super cold yet, but not hot either. And some pretty nice colors sometimes. These bushes haven't turned really, they're kind of green yet. Maybe a little bit yellow. But yeah, this one, usually when this one turns, this one can have all the red and orange colors and all the nice looking colors. Now it's still, this is still completely green. If the weather stays like this, like some nice sunny fall days, we might still go for some bike ride somewhere. Like this temperature today, this would be definitely a fine day to go and do some biking somewhere too. It's really nice day actually. Yeah, that should be good. Should be good for the garden. Our garden should be pretty much done. We'll take these 3 tomatoes and I'll take these indoors and then we'll see if these turn red or not. We could go and take a look at that field up there. We had oats there this year, but then we also put like grass underneath. So we seeded like 2 things in the spring. We can go and take a look, see if the grass has grown any now after the oats was harvested. Probably, oh, this one, yeah. I thought that something was left to do. The rain gauge. This one we can also remove now. There's even a little water in there, a few drops. There's even like 2 mils there. It might have been maybe just condensation. There's like 2 mils. You don't want to leave this out when it's like it was freezing overnight, so hopefully it didn't break the plastic here. I think it seems, actually, is it cracked there? Oh, it is actually cracked. This one might be broken. If it leaks like here, when you put water in it, then it doesn't really do what it should do. So we'll see if, have to try with some water and see if there's like a crack there too. So if this is, then we need to replace this guy. There was just a little bit of water in there, and then it was -5 during the night. So I will have to test this with some water, see if it leaks. Because otherwise, when you put it like this, then it rains. Then if it leaks out from here, then it doesn't show the right amounts. But yeah, we'll have to check this with some water. But yeah, I'll just put this. We measure all the rain from, let's say, May to September, but now it's October, so now we can retire this guy too for the winter. I'll put it here so I remember to maybe do a test and see if it's leaking or not. But yeah, how much rain did we get during those 5 months? May, June, July, August, September, yeah, 5 months. I think we got somewhere around 250 millimeters total for 5 months, which is, I think it might be the record low. We have pretty close, we keep stats on the computer. And I think in the last, at least as long as we've been organic now for the last 6 years, I think this was the driest year. Even drier than a few of the other horrible years. So yeah, really hope next summer is gonna be wetter. More rain, please. I know for most people you would like the less rain the better. But yeah, for me in the summer, the more rain the better. We haven't really ever had a summer where it's like too much rain. Maybe like 2017 or something, or 2018. There was one year that it was borderline too wet, but the yields were really high that year. So yeah, the more rain the better, pretty much. The fall was good this year. Like if the fall is dry, that's good. But the summer, May, June, July especially, the more rain the better. But yeah, the clover field, that's nice. It's pretty much stopped growing now, I think, since it's also been frozen a few times. But that one will be on grass over the winter, and then we'll plow this in the spring and then seed oats into it. Oats or wheat, I think. But yeah, just a few days ago we got 40 mil, almost 45 mil, so like 2 inches. You wouldn't believe it when you look at the field. Like this field got 2 inches of rain a few days ago. You can see when you dig down, it's almost like drier underneath. After 2 inches of rain. That is crazy. Like the soil, it's almost like it's not dry, but it's not muddy either. And it's like after over 40 mils of rain. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Yeah, it was on the last Friday, Saturday. So like 3 days ago we got over 40 mils of rain. I can't believe it when I look at the fields. So yeah, this was oats. And then it was seeded like with grass. So you can see now there's a little bit, I think this is like rye grass, this grass, and then some clover was seeded here, so you can see it's turning a little bit green now. But yeah, I wish this would have grown a little more in the fall, but I guess any growth is better than none. So this is okay, and then this we will plow also soon. But yeah, the more green matter you can get there, or the more biomass, the better. So yeah, even this grass, it's better than nothing. And the clover, it's not like super big, but there is some clover and rye grass and whatever we put in there. Maybe there was a little Timothy too. But it's definitely a lot less like the other field. We also put grass like the same way like this field. But it was this time of the fall, it was like this tall and completely green. So this year isn't. It was so dry in the beginning, I think, that this grass it germinated only like maybe after 1.5 months after we seeded it. So that's why it's kind of small still. But yeah, better than nothing. Better than nothing. And you get when you put grass like that underneath. Oh, it's for example, you get like a little bit. What was it? Maybe I shouldn't probably say the sums, but it was like maybe like 20 euros or 50 euros per hectare for doing that, like additional subsidies. So it's that's a little bit of an incentive to do it too. But it's also good for the field because you get like 1.3 seasons in one season. One season of oats, and then after that 0.3 seasons of grass still. So it should also be better for the field. This field also, this was wheat. This will be plowed in the spring also. And then probably we will put, this will be peas next year, I believe, yeah. Peas in this field. P-E-A-S. Not the peas y'all, but peas. The ones you eat. Then we'll hope that they grow better than the broad beans. The broad beans were pretty much, we had them 3 years. It was pretty much 3 disasters, so we're not gonna do them again. They could grow well, but they definitely will not grow well if it's a dry season or dry summer. See how the gazebo is doing here. It's not falling over. Probably brush the needles off. There's always when there's a couple of pines close by here. There's a bunch of needles. Bunch of needles on the floor always. Especially if it's been windy. Excuse me. Had to clean the air filter. That should be better. Then I have the special place up here for the brush. This brush can be up there all the time. But yeah, probably a little shorter stream today. We just got the plow guy going. And now pretty much all the garden stuff and everything is wrapped up, so ready for the winter. But yeah, we'll be probably doing some plowing the next few days. And then at some point back to the forest too. But yeah, thanks for watching again today. Hopefully you have nice weather like this too, wherever you are. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.